Are you tired of true love? Then get ready for abusive love. Today we're gonna see 10 anime where the girl first hates the boy, then loves him. Why? Because these are anime girls we're speaking of, and you clicked this video because you like these sorts of girls. Let's get started. Number 10, Isshuukan Friends.
こんな俺でよかったらまた友達になってくれませんか？
What's it like to be friend-zoned by the same girl over and over again? Yuki Hayes finally gets the courage to speak to his crush, but soon he finds out that the girl he liked is not someone who's very cheerful. Okay, to be honest, this girl looks like she woke up during a zombie apocalypse, but as time passes on, Yuki finds out why. Apparently, this girl undergoes a memory reset at the end of each week, so you ask her out on a date last week, sorry pal, get ready to ask her out again. I believe adding the amnesia issues to the plot made the story a bit more interesting. Instead of just seeing the romance, we also get to see how our main character Yuki will solve this memory issue. There isn't much science fiction involved in this series, but it has plenty of wholesome moments to make you feel blessed. Number 9, Akane ni Somaru Saka.
いいわけあるかー。
何か
永瀬さん、やっぱりそういうことだったんですね。
そういうことなんだろう。
違うわよ。
Alright, this is one of those stories that is full of misunderstanding, so at least let's hope we won't accidentally misunderstand the plot. Anyways, this is about one of those rich ladies suddenly being saved by a boy who tries to act cool. He thinks, man, I'll never have to see this girl again in my life, and turns out to leave, but guess what? She's the transfer student of the school! Unlike many anime, Akane ni Somaru Saka lives up to its expectations. From the looks itself, you can tell this is gonna be one of those high school harem wild rides, and guess what? The anime doesn't disappoint you in that regard. Number 8, BTOOOM. Do you need tons and tons of explosions? Do you need death games? Do you need anime versions of Minecraft where you get highly trained assassins instead of zombies? Then wait no more, my friend, because BTOOOM is ready to kaboom you into another death game that somehow involves a girl who slowly falls in love with the main character. Once again, according to the universal laws of anime, we have one obvious guy who is transported to an island where everyone wants to kill him. He soon finds ways to use his skills and finds this girl who's also a badass when it comes to surviving death games. Who knows, perhaps she might have watched death game anime like we did. The only flaw here is that I wish they expanded the story beyond 12 episodes, because with 12 episodes, the content of the show felt rushed. Number 7, The Ambition of Oda Nobuna. It's Japan, so expect historical figures to turn into anime girls. Then again, you wouldn't even be asking that question if you've watched the Fate series. Now, the funny thing is, you might think that this show is a harem after taking a look at it, but it turns out it's more of a reverse harem. It's like you try to go forwards in a car, but then remember it's in reverse gear. But apart from that, we got everything we asked for. It has great action, a strong female main character, and an oblivious male protagonist who once again wonders why he landed on the historical Japanese world, and more female cast members than it makes us wonder if Japanese history was filled with women more than men. Oh, and since the main character is from the future, he can predict future events, so there's that too. Number 6, Nijiiro Days.
スバ女何出るの？バド？卓球？
バスケの補欠。
なんだ補欠か。じゃあ出ないんだな試合。
次出る。
じゃあ俺が応援して。
Alright, calm down. This is actually about a group of boys and a group of girls, which means there's more than one relationship. But not all relationships are love and hate ones, so this one's more like a buffet. You pick a couple and cheer for them. Also, there aren't many love triangles and romance cliches, so compared to other anime, this one actually feels pretty refreshing. The love and hate relationship comes from the angry girl with social issues and the sulking playboy who suddenly gets attracted to her. Don't worry, there aren't many slaps in the face because when you're cool, you always know how to cool down what's hot. Another thing that makes this show interesting is its simplicity. Like I said, there's nothing to break the romance tension here. This is all about a group of guys and a group of girls getting together, while one pair tries to kill each other first. Number 5, Kaze no Stigma.
ちょっと待て、誤解だ。俺がやったんじゃない。
Get ready, boys. Here we have a man who likes to come like the wind but doesn't go away like the wind. You need to take only one glance at the show to tell it's your typical revenge story. A boy is framed for murder he didn't commit, and years later he comes back to kick the asses of the guys who framed him. But the thing is, the guys who framed him are all dead. So sorry pal, perhaps you should land in another anime. But all jokes aside, for me it was the romantic tension that made me binge watch the show. When you normally watch anime like this, you always get those moments where you say, oh come on, stop hating and start dating already. And I was waiting for that moment in this anime for a long time, so that's what made me binge watch this show in one day. Number 4, Undefeated Bahamut Chronicle.
僕は信じる
And once again, we have another anime that says none of this would have happened if he didn't land in the wrong place at the wrong time. Do you need giant robot fights? Do you need a clumsy, overpowered main character? Do you need a girl who can pilot mechas and a boy who can pilot mechas? Do you want to see a story where one guy attends an all-girls school? Then worry no longer, because this anime has got everything one can ask for. Once again, this premise may sound cliche, and from the looks of it, it might seem like one of those harem mecha shows everyone and their mother writes about, but the show does have some unique elements that make it really interesting to watch. Number 3, Vanitas No Karte. I felt like we should be adding a new anime to this list as well, so why not speak about vampires, pandemics, and a more perverted genre d'art. Vanitas has one of those confusing premises where they try to shove a lot of concepts to you at once, but I need to admit that this is one of the best animes I've watched this season. You've got characters with interesting backstories, some nice world building, a mysterious enemy, plus an overly energetic main character who looks like some long-lost grandfather of Dazai. The girl who wants to kill our main character is actually a vampire herself, but once she tastes the blood of our main character, she becomes obsessed with him. If you want one of those vampire human stories with an interesting twist, then I think you definitely shouldn't miss on Vanitas No Karte. Number 2, Fuka.
何ちょっと恋人になってるは声が大きい
なんだよ急に恋人って
This is why you shouldn't open phones near girls, kids. Fuka is centralized around Yu Haruna, a loner that loves to use Twitter. One night, on his way to buy dinner, he stops to use his phone as he opens his camera to take a picture to upload to Twitter. However, he accidentally bumps into a mysterious high school girl named Fuka Kazuki, who mistakenly believes that Yu was trying to sneak a picture of her. Once again, we have the good old god of misunderstandings manipulating the threads of love and forcing the girl to hate our main character. But when she realizes the guy was actually trying to mind his own business until the show's plot kicks in, she starts to fall for him. Fuka also revolves around music, so if you're bored with the plot, you'll have music to make your ears feel better. And finally, number 1, My Little Monster.
何
No, this isn't a supernatural anime, so don't go expecting monsters. Here we have an apathetic girl and a very straightforward boy. Okay, let me phrase it differently. Here we have a girl who wants to study, and then pass exams, and a boy who doesn't care about studying at all, but he's still a genius. My Little Monster tells a different kind of love story and proves that your grandmother was lying to you about how opposites never attract. The anime is also very short and only has 13 episodes, which means you can watch this on a nice hot summer evening while feeling wholesome. Some say the show went a bit downhill with the characters towards the end, but everyone has different opinions. I loved the show, and that means you should love the show too.